Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm exploring one of the most eerie and historically rich locations in Wales, the Skirrid Inn, a pub that has witnessed centuries of bloodshed, tragedy, and of course hauntings. This isn't just any old pub, it's a place where the lines between history and the paranormal blur. You'll want to stick around for this one, because the Skirrid Inn's haunted past is truly chilling. Now before we get started, I have some exciting news. If you've ever had your own paranormal experience, whether it's seeing a ghost, hearing strange noises, or even encountering something unexplainable, head over to yourparanormalstory.com. It's an interactive platform where you can submit your own story, share it with the world, and see what others have experienced. After today's video, I'd love to hear your stories, so do check it out. Now let's talk about the Skirrid Inn. Situated in Monmouthshire in Wales, the Skirrid Inn is considered one of the oldest pubs in the country. The building is said to be over 900 years old, which means it's seen centuries of history. And as you'll soon find out, a lot of that history is dark and unsettling. During the medieval period, the inn wasn't just a pub. It served as a courthouse where criminals were tried, sentenced, and in some cases, executed. Over 180 people are believed to have been hanged here, right in the building. The executions took place in a room that still exists today, with a wooden beam that some say bears the marks of the nooses used to hang those unfortunate souls. One of the most infamous figures associated with the Skirrid Inn is Judge Jeffreys, also known as the Hanging Judge. Jeffreys was notorious for his ruthless sentencing during the Bloody Assizes in the late 17th century, following a failed rebellion. Now, while some historians debate whether Jeffreys ever actually held trials at the Skirrid Inn, his dark reputation has become entwined with the building's history. The spirits of those hanged under Judge Jeffreys' orders are said to still roam the inn. Many visitors have reported feeling a choking sensation, as if an invisible noose were tightening around their necks. Some have even claimed to see ghostly figures hanging from the infamous beam in the courtroom. Now let's talk about that room, the infamous hanging room. It's considered the most haunted part of the inn, and it's easy to see why. Imagine being in a room where over 180 people met their fate, hanged for crimes both major and minor. The beam where these executions took place is still there, and many visitors report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread when they step into the room. Some have felt a strange pressure around their necks, while others claim to have seen ghostly shadows or felt an intense cold. The chilling atmosphere is undeniable, and it's no wonder that this room has become a focal point for paranormal investigators. Of course, no haunted location is complete without a lady in white, and the Skirrid Inn is no exception. The apparition of a woman dressed in a flowing white gown is often seen wandering through the inn. Some believe she is the spirit of a woman who died of heartbreak, forever trapped between this world and the next. Others think she may be one of the many souls executed at the inn, condemned to haunt the place of her death. In recent years, the Skirrid Inn has become a hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors and staff alike have reported disembodied voices, mysterious footsteps, and objects moving on their own. One of the most common experiences is the sensation of being watched or followed, even when no one else is around. Many have described a sudden drop in temperature or a feeling of being touched by unseen hands. Paranormal investigation teams have captured EVP recordings, strange light anomalies, and even footage of shadowy figures darting across the rooms. The Skirrid Inn's long history of death and suffering seems to have left a permanent mark, and those who visit are often left with stories of their own. So, what's causing all this paranormal activity? There are a few theories. Some believe that hauntings are the result of the many executions that took place here, with the restless spirits of those hanged unable to move on. Others think the inn may be a vocal point for residual energy, with the violent events of the past replaying like a recording. And of course, there are those who believe the Skirrid Inn may be a portal of sorts, a place where the veil between the living and the dead is particularly thin. So, what do you think? Is the Skirrid Inn truly haunted by the spirits of those who met their tragic end? Or is it just a building with a dark history and an overactive imagination? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into haunted locations, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time.